Welcome back to Staying Fervent. I'm Tracy, where we encourage you to stay fervent in God. Thank you so much for tuning in today and staying fervent with me. Well, I want to encourage you today to let vengeance be God's. Remember that God is mighty, and remember that God is strong. And when he said in his word, let vengeance be mine, I will repay, saith the Lord. Believe him. Believe that he'll come through. Believe that he'll come in right on time and take care of whatever the situation is and whoever is in the situation, that you don't need to jump in and try to take control. I want you to remember that vengeance is God's. I pray that you resist the temptation to take things into your own hands and that you let God fight for you. Remember, he is the sovereign Lord. Remember that he is the Lord of hosts. That means he is the fighting God. And his army is a mighty army of angels that go to war for you and me. So we don't have to take things into our own hands. We don't have to put hands on people. God doesn't want us to lose focus. He wants us to keep our eyes fixed on him, fixed on praise, fixed on his word, fixed on worship, fixed on petitions, and fixed on prayers being lifted up before him. And he will take care of the rest. He told Jeremiah in the first chapter, he said, I am with you to deliver you. See, God is with us for deliverance. He's with us for protection. He's with us to keep us. He's given his mighty angels charge over us. So I'm praying today that you don't lose focus. I'm praying today that you don't get off the walk. I'm praying that you keep your focus and your eyes on God. The psalmist said, I look to the hills, for whence cometh my help. My help come from the Lord, the maker of heaven and earth. I want to remind you today how big God is. He is the maker of heaven and earth. And he'll go to bat for us if we let him. So I pray that you sit back and let God fight for you. And don't take things into your own hands. I also want to remind you that you are seen by God. He sees you. He hears you. He knows what you're going through. So don't think that you're going through it alone. When he tells us that vengeance is mine, that means he won't let it go unpunished. He won't let it go unseen. He won't let it go not being taken care of. He is a promise keeper, and he does keep his word. And that he doesn't sleep, and he definitely don't slumber. I pray today that you let the Lord of hosts, our God, go to war for you. And be still and know that he is God. I was reminded of David, who was done wrong by King Saul in the book of Samuel. Twice David was able to take Saul out, but he chose not to do it. He said, I will not touch God's anointed. See, we have to know when to move. We have to know when to speak. We have to know when to fight. And we have to know when to stand still. So I pray that you stand still and see the salvation of the Lord. Stand still and trust God. Stand still and do the right thing. Stand still and say the right thing. And stay calling on the name of the Lord, making prayer your fortitude. Scripture says that when the righteous cry, that God hears. Make your cries unto the Lord. Make your pleas unto the Lord. He sees you and he knows. So I want to encourage you today to honor God and wait on God. And don't listen to the voice of the enemy that's telling you to fight and do things that you know are ungodly, to respond or take vengeance in your own hand. Wait on the Lord and be of good courage, and he shall strengthen your heart.